Here we are, an hour late, but it is what it is. We're getting rolling. I'm gonna do the last couple things we need to do, and then we'll actually get to the shooting and the exploding and the bang bangs. There, that, to that, and everything should be covered. I'll go ahead on over to the Western Desert. Now, before we get rolling, I did do just the tiniest bit of grinding while I was getting prepped for today. Make up for the fact that I knew I was going to be a little bit late. So we have a shotgun 2 now instead of the shotgun 1 or the napalm launcher. The missile pod's almost leveled. I've brought Emil along for a little bit as a healer. He's proving to be kind of useless though, so I'm just gonna bring back the meat shield that is Clark and let him get killed some more. Because he might actually shoot something, whereas since Emil was supposed to be healing, he didn't do any of it. So I'm disregarding him as an option, because it doesn't help if you have a healer that doesn't heal. I've also made some mild adjustments to the aspect ratio that things are running in, so it's taking up a little bit more of the screen. Oh right, this was the giant machine that I couldn't figure out what to do with. Okay, riding on it doesn't help. I'm not really sure what they think I'm supposed to do there. I can only assume we're meant to do the Camilla fight and then do that. The other option is I was somehow supposed to get inside it when I jumped up on there like that. Those are the only two logical answers I can think of. Now I'm hoping the shotgun will serve us a little bit better against Camilla than the napalm launcher was. I'm gonna skim through this because we experienced all this last time. People got slaughtered because Camilla lost her family. So she took it out on anyone and everyone she could get her hands on. A lot of people died here. It's the short version of that whole situation. If you want to see the longer version, you can look it up in the earlier VODs. I don't know if the VOD will still be on Twitch at that point. Probably we'll have to go to YouTube for that, but it exists. Links for that, of course, is at the bottom. Oh no, my shotgun is reloading. Whatever will I do? Not too fussed about taking damage here. I stocked up on repairs this time, so we aren't gonna have a shortage. Well, not quickly anyway. We'll probably still run out in this fight till I get a full feel for it. One of these days I'll remember to turn YouTube notifications off. Windows so it stops popping up in the middle of me trying to do things. But on the bright side, you guys won't see that anyway. He's just in full murder mode. Yeah, a couple blasts to the shotgun definitely did a number on her weak point there. Probably should have left Clark at home. I wouldn't have to replace his machine. There's no way he's coming out of this without getting really badly busted up. And I'm not gonna use that many repair kits on him. Keep him in for now to serve as bait against her. Or at least as potential bait. It'd be really nice, though, if her weak point would actually, you know, open when she stops firing instead of just kind of still being closed. Ah yes, let's hide the weak point behind the foreground on bodies. That's also brilliant. This is not going well. She does a lot of goddamn damage with that ram. Don't get me wrong, her gun does a pile of damage too. And the fact that she can just end up off screen so easily, because she's trying to hover in front of me, is really annoying. Like, this is a pretty poorly thought out fight on the part of the developers. The pure ease with which you have no access to the weak point, which is the only way to damage the opponent, is really unfortunate. I'm also not sure why it opened again there. It's supposed to open after she fires, and yet sometimes it just kind of is open. So not capitalizing on it that time was on me, but it was also really weird that it was open. There we go. One annoying fight dealt. And of course, she knows nothing about the plan to destroy the dam. And now she's gonna run off. Just because you're crazy and slaughtered a bunch of people in grief and pain doesn't mean we're going to. As with most things with this game, nothing's adding up about this situation. But I'm willing to bet nothing's going to add up about this until we finally have all the information. And who knows when we'll actually get all the information. This is going to be a bit of a shorter session, just as an alert to everyone, because as you probably saw on Twitter, I'm kinda tired today. So, not gonna go all in, like I had originally planned. The bikes now. That's a thing. Well, that was quick and easy. Looks like our experience is finally synced up a bit too. I mean, the game's indicating we should go back here on that dialogue, so I guess we'll go back in here. A little odd that they didn't remark it as red, but I guess this is potentially skippable, perhaps? There's definitely something going on here. Ow. How did two mechs not manage to kill a single human being? That's honestly pretty impressive that they managed to botch the execution that badly. Well, got any more? Nope. For what it's worth, you know. Mm-hmm. When reality kicks in, people are quite likely to flip sides. Mm-hmm. Well, there's hope for some of us. That's probably the big thing we were hitting before. Yeah. Convenient. now back to burying bodies, I guess. No, we could help you with that. We have giant metal hands that will dig a lot better than your hands. That does beg the question, though. If destroying the dam is so bad for both sides, why the hell do they want to do it? Or is that just a lie in the first place? Get us to do what our side wanted. Well, the side that's paying us. We don't really have a side in this situation, particularly. Okay, there's a hatch somewhere I need to blast. I have to assume the hatch is where we were already, because I'm not seeing any action anywhere else. Which is why I'm kind of just firing the shotgun, because we're gonna find it if I fire off in its general direction pretty easily, I would assume. Ah, okay. It's up top. There we go. Now we're inside Galleon. As I clip through the walls. Another door maze. Money. We could go back through another door, but let's scan this general area. That's probably an item down in the bottom right. Could be an item under us, too. Okay. Not the best, but I'll take it. No secrets here. Well, that's upsetting. My Rubit's just too damn bulky. Okay, there's a man-sized door here, which indicates to me that that's probably important. See what's inside door number man. Okay. It looks to me like there might have been a way to get around into here without doing this, but let's follow this line of thought up. Problem is, our on-foot gear's not as upgraded as our... How the hell? God damn it, Clark. Why you gotta be breaking the universe? Of course, he's also going to try to stay behind me, which is bad for my health right now. Two, okay. You know, I think getting here on foot was a terrible idea. Because there's enough room up here for a Wanzer, so let's go back for ours. I think this is a good, clever way in, but it's bad for our health, considering we're not equipped for it. We'll go back, suit up, and find another way around. If we have to go that route, that's gonna be a bit problematic. And that went very nearly incredibly poorly. And yes, I did just blast that man out of spite. There was no other reason to do it. This, I assume... this was where the item was. God damn it. Let's say I assumed that was going to take us where we needed to go. But clearly that was incorrect. We did find a door, I think it was down here. We can try this one. See if this leads somewhere productive. Well, it certainly leads to hell, that's for sure. Oh, we found something. Nice big open area. Oh, item. Got item. Upgraded Vulcan. That's not the best. Okay, this might not actually be a maze. We might be dealing with two sides of the same area, essentially. So when you go through the door, you go to the flip side of the space you're in. Or that door actually led to a different part of the same screen. And we're just going in circles. It's a little hard to tell which. But we were rewarded. Quite heavily rewarded, actually. But it is altogether a dead end other than prizes. That one's a no-go. Pretty sure down here leads to a footpath. Yeah. So there's always the chance that we have to do something on foot, but I don't like that idea. Interesting that there's just respawning free bullets here. wrongly. Now, the kicker ends up being, is there a door I missed somewhere? And that's the problem. Now we're in area 2. Wait, yeah, I think we backtracked, but we may as well try the other door here. Now we're in area 15. Ooh, hang on. I spy a loot. Want the loot. Give me the loot. I wanna take the things. I wanna take their stuff. That was not worth the trip. Just $100. And considering it was in gold, it wasn't a lot of gold either. Actually, these days might be more gold. Might be a lot less too. I don't know how the exchange rate on gold is these days. One sec. What am I getting added about? Look at you with your shield that doesn't protect you when I put my shotgun in your gut. Huh. These dead ends are weirding me out a little bit. I feel like I'm missing something with them, but I have to assume there's nothing there. Oh, I think we're on top of where the walking path we were at before was. But, by the same token, it's looking like that area is kind of useless. But, now that we know where we are, we'll be able to find something. At least that's the dream. I'm willing to risk this for loot. So I am near death, so let's first aid kit up. There we go. I'm betting the one thing we see in here, other than the things on the ground, is probably an enemy. Yep. Big ol' Rubit. Down here should be 2 loot boxes. Map right? Decoy 1. Useless. The loot item itself is a goddamn decoy. Okay, we do need that. So altogether, this side trip was pointless. All we've done was kill more people. Which, you know, has its own uses, but it's kind of not the thing we're supposed to be doing around here. Did I go in a circle? No. This does look different. Yeah, I'm gonna need those at the rate this is going. Got a lot of footwork to do. It would help a ton if I knew which area I was looking for. I get the sneaking suspicion we don't want to go through that way. But we might also have to. I'm gonna risk it. If it gets too hairy, we'll run. But since there's a friendly marker out that way, that's more than likely our target. The problem's gonna be we might have to do a boss fight on foot, which would be a problem. As an undergeared mortal man, that is not ideal. No, wait. Interesting. They can damage it, but for some reason I was unable to interact with it. So I was like trying to get inside it to pilot it. Honestly, it looks kind of cool, but we can't do a damn thing with it. So, who can say what the hell the deal with this is? My best guess is we have to get here with the mech in order for it to work. Which is, as you might imagine, a little bit of a problem. Area 28. This is not a door. Okay. For those wondering why I'm standing there getting hit, I'm trying to fucking double tap to run. But the double tap's a bit finicky. So, sometimes it won't run when I need it to run. What I'm trying to do is find the other doors that lead to this room. This way we know how we're meant to get here. So far it's looking like none of these doors actually work, which is a little weird. Doesn't help that they're mobbing hard in here. I mean, this is slower, but this is probably safer if I just stay in the air. So at least the game is having the decency to heal us. There's that. Area 30. Thing is, these are all man-sized doors. Ah. That's one way to look at it, yeah. So how do I get him out of here? Oh, the door has a health bar, okay. Probably meant to be here with the mech, but you know what? It'll work out. Oh, never mind. I think we are meant to get here this way. We set him free. He gets in that yellow mech down there, which I'm assuming is his. Yeah. And then we get him back in ours and go back out the way we came in. After we piss off everybody. After all, this whole thing would be pointless if he got caught again. Run, stupid. There we go. Run. Move your legs. We gotta get back in the robot and get the fuck out of here. The damage is done. We need to get the hell out of this. Anyone wondering if I know the way out? Not really. We'll figure it out. Nothing in here is really a threat to the Wanzer, so it's fine. We were only in danger when we had to be on foot. Because they mostly populated this place with a bunch of chumps. Which I guess is because they never really expected their mobile fortress to be breached. They didn't really prepare proper defenses. Which is always your first mistake. Never assume any fortress is impenetrable. That just breeds complacency and will set you up for failure. Of course, if you have a fortress, anyone and everyone is going to be hell-bent on getting into it, because you clearly have something people are going to want if you've got such a powerful fortress. It just attracts people like damn flies. Now, the most important question is, where the hell was the door? Is there not a door in this section? Is it the only door the one we came in, and that, if so, that is upsetting. This is the way here. Where that guy just came from. Yes, yes, good for you, Clark. Good job taking damage. Yes, you warp around like a crazy person. I think we're heading the right way. This feels like the right way. Yes, this is the exit point, because we go up here and we are out. I mean, yeah, may as well destroy it. We're here. It'll be a nice hefty payout to get rid of this thing. So, shouldn't we have, you know, thought about the whole destroying it thing while we were inside it? Because then we could have broken something important in it, like we did with the last couple things we blew up. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe that's a foolish thought, but I feel like that would actually, you know, work. Instead of them brawling with their entire army on the roof. Not that their army's any real threat, so it's kind of free shotgun experience. I'm not upset about the idea, per se, but I am confused by it. Is there something I'm supposed to be doing? Probably going this way. Considering there's pathways to move. Oh yeah, there we go. Fuck, that hurt. There we go. We killed a lot on that one. Getting lost in there had its advantages. We're actually gonna gain more than one level out of that, I think. Not quite. So we might still be under-leveled, actually. Ah! Big ol' particle cannon. That's a problem. Alright, we got another ally. I have my suspicions that I should probably go resupply instead of just punching forward. But he's a higher level than Clark, but he has less health. Pulling the death card's not a good sign, but, you know. I don't know if there's actually mechanically a thing where he pulls different cards. We already got a 50% decent experience rate on this shotgun, so that's good. Good save having done that. Basically, I'm hoping Bomber will be more useful in that he'll actually do something. Yeah, blowing up their big mobile fortress probably kicked the Hornet's Nest pretty hard. The only reason I'm bringing Bomber is he might open passages or something since he's hauling bombs around. That would make sense to me. Okay, yeah, he just throws bombs. Oh, those bombs can hurt me too. Maybe Bomber's a bad idea. Actually, I might have been hurt by the dying enemy instead. There's always a chance on that one. Not sure what I believe on that situation. I will say that Bomber's probably the fun option. Ah. Well, that's convenient. Shield out of nowhere. That's a fair response. The shield. It's a hell of a thing. Say, could we put that shield on the dam? Makes sense. Well, that was a thing. Ooh, we have another mech suit, it looks like. You just gotta get a shop that has it. Got a whole bunch of Looney Tunes. Afford it. Grab a better dash unit. Shield 3. I don't use my shield. Like, at all. Mostly because I keep forgetting I have it. So I'm just gonna disregard that for now. If I have anything we got a better laser. You know, Sakata mentioned specifically that he wanted me to come by with a better beam weapon. I wonder if he'll still be there, and if I bring a laser, whether he'll actually have an interaction. Considering what happened when we were on foot, let's sort out our on foot gear so we don't have that problem. Okay, he's got a level 1 and 2 immediately available. Fuel up. Let me get rid of our excess crap. We got an extra Vulcan now, and I'm gonna get rid of the napalm gun even though it upsets me to get rid of it. Oh, the decoy was never gonna use. Now let's restock on heals, and then we'll see if we have enough to get the Jester 2 or not. Yep, we can afford a Jester 2. Because it'll probably be good to have a better kit for him. Did I buy the laser? No, I didn't. Let's buy a laser too as well. I want to test that theory. I'm genuinely curious. Yeah, that gives him a lot more health. So that should keep him in it. Now, I'm gonna sort out my stuff. Now, I do have a slight worry that the better dash unit's gonna be a lot harder to control. Which is potentially true. There we go. Our on-foot gear is less terrible now. Yeah. Get rid of all of our excess junk again. So we're not gonna get much money for it, I just wanted it out of my inventory. So I don't have to look at it. There we go. All sorted. Is there anything else that's of any value to us? There's only hand grenade 2s, so I can't upgrade that. Need more missiles? We could use a couple of missiles. Always use more missiles. Okay, so let's outfit ourselves with the laser before I forget. And then we're gonna go see if Sakata will react to that. I'm doubting it, but I'm willing to try it. If for nothing else, it's a shits and giggles test. Yep, lasers are still pretty rubbish. And they got mines now. That's all well and great. Not even really aiming to kill people, I just want to get over to the other side. Because the scene will either trigger at the end here or it won't. Because the other thing it could be that he was talking about, since he was mentioning a great beam weapon, test his shield against is he may be intended to be used to help against the particle cannon in some capacity. Which would admittedly make more sense than me bringing a fucking store-bought laser to go talk to him. But I figured it was worth a try. We very rarely have a serious enough shortage of money anymore that it's a problem. Let's head back over to that shop and get rid of that laser since it's proven to be useless. Which we knew already, but, you know. Verification. I'm gonna keep the Vulcan just in case we end up with a situation where I absolutely need range. Because the shotgun's range is not the best. But it does technically hit the whole screen. You get serious diminishing returns when you're firing a shotgun and hitting with a single pellet. The way Loven gets hurt so badly in each of these missions really does seem like a bad choice. Of course there's a garrison parked right in front of their laser. Yeah, raising hell's what I do best anyway, so I'm down for this plan. Anything good over here? The way he'll keep spawning in weird places because I off-screen him is gonna get very confusing. Case in point, he was down there with me, then he was up here, then he was down there, then he was up here. Just weird. By me, just blowing up all your shit. Okay, that does block. I was afraid of, but I figured I'd try. I'm assuming I just need to make it to the top. The more destruction, the better, of course, because we get paid more. But getting up here is the important part. Oh yeah, that's a fancy looking thing. Yes, you will take us out so effectively as you get ripped apart. I take it this was the source of the cruise missiles, too. Considering it's got the same missile models. Then again, they may just have only used a couple models. Who knows? It would be a little weird for a helicopter mech to have cruise missiles. But again, what the hell do I know? Relax, you're fine. Your health's getting a little low, but his is lower. See? We win. Everything's fine. How the hell did we get up there faster than she did? I mean, I guess she was waiting till we destroyed the vulture so she didn't get shot down by it. But still. Okay, I'm suspicious. We have a secondary path here. I'm gonna go to the secondary path first. I got burned by too many of those damn key cards showing up in the other area. Now I'm suspicious of every secondary option. Because clearly taking out the particle cannon is the priority. Okay, it's just a kill mission. That's fine. I'm sure we'll earn a tidy profit smashing their mechs. If any of them even show up. Huh. Well, that's different. You cannot harm me. I am unstoppable. The only thing that can stop me is boss mechs at this point. Still just bebopping along, we took out a bunch of them, so... nice and easy. Well, why didn't you hear me? It's going smoothly. We're just about done with the desert, it seems. Ah, okay. Yeah, Twitch will be Twitch. The auto mute is very useful, but at the same time, it's a nightmare. Of course, gotta get that in there. Oh joy, more minefields. Oh, and it's an auto-scrolling minefield. Hooray! Best kind of minefield. I could probably walk through this whole minefield with the amount of health we have at this point, it wouldn't matter. But if we have an actual fight at the end of this, I need to be a little smarter than that. And considering this is where they're saying beam cannon is, that we need to get rid of, it's a safe bet there's going to be an actual fight. Or not. You know, I've been wrong before. Go. Probably can't get a Jester 3, but I can check. Oh, okay, we weren't actually at Fort Navarro itself yet. Okay. Let's see if we can get a Jester 3 just for shits and giggles. Considering we can't get our third mech, I'm betting I can't get him his. But just in case. Yeah, no, there's only Jester 2s. Not a long side trip. We're already capped out on repairs, so this is as good as we're gonna get. I would not be at all surprised if Bomber gets blown up. Considering he keeps ending up at half health just getting through regular enemies. Yeah, that guy was in the mobile fortress for a long time. It could easily be done by now. Question is, are they gonna be mech-sized vents, or am I gonna have to get on foot again? If it's a foot area, it's okay, because we actually bought proper foot equipment again. Unlike when we were going through the mobile fortress and I was running around with fucking tier 1 gear across the board. Because it had been so long since we last needed to be on foot. I was starting to believe we weren't gonna have to do that again. I don't normally care for shotguns, but the shotgun in this game really is a winner. This, I assume, is the vent we need. Yep. There we go. Down the hole. Of course they've got sensors in the air vents. Of course they do. Yeah, you know, attack the guys as we're coming in through the air vents where your numbers are not going to be to your advantage at all. Because you have to come at me 1s and 2s. Makes so much strategic sense rather than just waiting for me to come out the air vent and absolutely just dogpiling me. They could just chill at the other end of this air vent with every bit of firepower they have waiting for me and then just blow that whole area to hell. And I don't think we'd make it through that. Pretty sure that'd be the end of that. But no, they gotta come in after me because that's some kind of great idea. Took a bunch of damage doing that, but it was too funny not to. You know you have a lot of health when you have a full line on the screen of health and it's still giving you the low health warning. There we go, that should do it for a bit. You know, if the cannon was up here on the top, how couldn't we have just gotten on top of this thing in the first place and not had to go through the air vent? That's a problem. It blew up our ride out of here. Oh, fuck you. No more cannon for you. I'm going to gamble on the exit being this way. What do you know? There's an exit. Oh boy, they're upset. Hi. Oh, I blew it up. I don't know if that's a problem, but it's in pieces. Over there, and over there, and over there. Well, maybe if you didn't try to blow up a dam and kill everyone, I wouldn't have blown up your cannon. There's no guarantee it would have ended the war either, unless it actually killed the entire enemy side. And there's the kicker, yeah. They wanted more war, not less war. Enough talk. Have at you. Ah. Okay, bomber's gone. That's unfortunate. But I also wasn't gonna use any of my repair kits on him in this situation, because I get the distinct impression from that thing's health bar that I'm gonna need them for myself. As the main character, it is of course more important that I survive. Then again, I don't know why I didn't just think of doing that in the first place, just hovering behind its head with a shotgun. I mean, to be fair, it was undone by multiple filthy mercenaries. But, yeah. Ooh, that's a big payout. Hell yeah. So that's the desert contract done, probably. Yeah, could you just, like, give us a new ship? Because, our ship is fucked. We've done you a big service. You owe us a big paycheck and a new ship. Hop off in here and see if the shop updated. May as well buy the shield unit, just in case I do end up using one. Not looking like this updated at all, though. Pretty sure they only update when you reach a new shop. But on the bright side, particle cannon is done and dusted. I do wish there was a faster way to travel back and forth, though, rather than having to go node to node the whole way. Oh yeah, I forgot to buy a new jester for Leuven, so he's just kind of on foot with me. I blew up the thing. About 3 prizes. I would like some prizes. There's no guarantee your war's over. I killed a man in his cannon. That doesn't mean that everything's over. Better be a new carrier. Also accept a new mech. I have the sneaking suspicion he's gonna try to murder me. Ooh. Nice. It is making an awful noise. Yes, we can. He has said it's a gift. We are taking this fucking battleship, and that's the end of this conversation. Now he becomes a permanent member of the team. Yeah, the fact that the particle cannon came out of nowhere and the fact that it was targeting the dam instead of an actual strategic target seems a bit out of place. We have gotten to just about every weird place that's been full of problems. This battleship does not look nearly as good on the map. God. I don't think anyone expected that conversation to last. No matter how you look at it, they die. Rip. Yeah, it doesn't matter if we ain't gonna fund it. We were just given a massive battleship by an entire country's military. Not to mention a pretty hefty paycheck. I'm pretty sure we can afford it. We can also carry more healing items now, which is good. Looks like this shop only partially updated, and it's not great. I'd have to go back to the desert shop to buy another jester. So we'll probably just leave Leuven behind and bring Clark for a bit. And those two have scores to settle, meanwhile everybody else is getting dragged into this mess just by being associated with us. This can only end well. You know, it'll be too conspicuous as I trail another machine behind me. Okay, so that at least proves that that happened. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was probably forced to abdicate or they would kill him and many others. Well, at least that proves that. Hi. Time to go. Ah, he's just chasing me. Fuck you. Can't help but notice though that the machine that the leader of this mess had before is now just general purpose soldier kit. So that's concerning. That means these guys are going to be pretty well outfitted. Of course, I'm immediately proven wrong because we're just stomping through all the soldiers along the way here. Of course. I was wondering when he was going to show up. He's being paid. Yeah, he's an actual mercenary. He does whatever the paycheck says. Even if it makes him a piece of shit. Uh-huh. Maybe fighting with my emotions, but I still won. Well, yeah, if he abdicated, then he should be living somewhere. But by the same token, we'll be bringing all kinds of trouble to his door if we go visit him. Not that that's stopped us so far. It's been boneheaded idea after boneheaded idea in a lot of this. gonna go bust the door down. Hi. Well, restrict it then. I don't see you stopping me. I don't need to kill you, plebs. All it'll do is waste my time and paint me in a worse light, so... let me through. Don't care. Unless you're gonna actually stop me, you can fuck right off. Hi. Don't you remember me? Uh-huh. Body double. Either imprisoned or dead. Of course. He's piloting the same thing I am. Just in green. And then it exploded. Later, everybody. Don't have to tell me twice. This turned out to be a waste of time anyway. Well, somewhat. We did learn an important thing in that the president is either dead or otherwise useless to us anyway. He's been replaced with a body double. Which is also probably how they got that abdication announcement to go smoothly, is they just had the body double make the announcement. Mm-hmm. As much as Lurvin's sounding like a conspiracy theorist, I'm pretty sure he's right that there's another set of hands playing Puppet Master back there somewhere. Considering she was clearly not working for Ark. That's of course if there's a president left to rescue by the time we get there. Now that they know we're back, they easily could just assassinate him and blame it on us. Because wouldn't it just be such a fitting package if the traitor came back and killed the president after a successful mercenary career, or to fund his attempt to do just that. And if that ends up being the way they want to play it, we're playing it right into their hands. We're basically playing their cards for them. Uh-huh, as expected, he's part of a bigger problem. He's got his blood all heated up, so he's not listening. Yeah, his other allies were about to let him burn. So they know each other. That complicates things. No real issue with knocking you out of the way, boyo. You're still piling the same piece of junk I just slapped you around in a minute ago. What makes you think it's going to be any different this time? Or are you going to claim you're actually trying now? And you're gonna bail out like a coward. Of course he's at the army headquarters. Where else would an idiot like him go? He believes himself to be in charge, so he's gonna go back to headquarters. The thing is, a nut job like him being manipulated by others makes perfect sense, because the efficiency of that coup screamed somebody smarter than him being behind it. I mean, it may be that Janos was looking for that woman the whole time. That's why he became a mercenary. And now things have gotten real complicated because he's at cross purposes. And mind you, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about right now. I'm just pulling this out of my ass. But that all makes sense. And it fits into how they usually write their plot lines for these games. Because either they used to work together and she was presumed dead, or they left under one circumstance or another. And now her resurfacing here is going to create complications. And she's currently the likely candidate for being our connection to whatever's fucking around with all these nations. Since she's not working for ARC, but she's here, and she clearly has a position of power. Now, the funky thing is, ARC referred to her as Commander. There's a couple options for that. Because it could be Commander in terms of a rank underneath him as the overall head, and the flip side is she could be his commander. So that one could be read in two different ways. And those two different ways are very opposite. Okay, so this was a dead end. I wanted to check that in case there was a shop on the other side of it. Looks like it's onward. Where'd we go? Okay, so they've upgraded those mechs. They're really not meaning anything against this shotgun anyway. The master's plans, huh? Ah, okay. That explains why you're in a red mech. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's a new wrinkle I just considered. Ark's running around in a red mech as well. There's no guarantee that the Crimson Blow hasn't been working for the main problem this whole time, and they placed Ark in a position of power here to unsettle this region. That's a stretch, and I acknowledge that, but it's a possibility. Uh-huh, there it is. To be fair, it'd be a lot easier for me to understand your plan if you told me. I might even work with you, stupid. You keep saying that, and then I get in your way again, and then I chase you off because you claim you have no time to deal with me. You're really just on a bad streak there, buddy. I am not impressed. I mean, it's pretty obvious that killing Ark's not gonna do jack shit. He's a puppet. You cut the strings off the puppet, somebody will just tie new strings to a new puppet. That's just how that works. Just because you're pissed at him doesn't mean he matters in the grand scheme of things. We could get the next mech, but we're a little broke. We can, however, upgrade our shotgun further. Which we are absolutely going to do. Okay, we can... Oh, okay, we can get Clark a new mech. If I think that matters, which... Clark has been more useful than Levin, so... We'll go ahead and buy him his mech for now. Since we can't afford ours. Can't get a new primary. We can get a new hand grenade, but we don't need that at the moment. Can't get the next armor plate yet. We do have Werner Unit 3, which would be nice. But we are too broke for any of that fancy stuff. We do now have a very strong temptation, though, to sell off the shield unit I bought. Because again, I don't use the shield. So yeah, I'm just gonna bin that. So we can afford more things. Specifically, this Werner unit will probably make moving around a lot more convenient. And that's gonna be a big game changer for us. That is not what I meant to do. It is nice that you can change your name at any time, but at the same time, it's kind of pointless. Okay, that's not actually that much of an upgrade, but it does give me a lot more flight time. My old Werner unit with his old mech. Actually, before we go to Big Army Base, let me make sure I have a full complement of healing items, because that's the one thing we didn't grab. Okay, we are fully stocked on those. I can get one more repair 3, though, so I'll grab that in case things go really badly. Not that I anticipate them to go that badly, but you never can be sure. So I'm assuming things are going to come to a real head here. At the very least, we're either going to give Ark a real fight, or Genos a real fight. We are going to have to buy more missiles soon, too. I've only got 100 or so left. Uh-huh. Gonna go bust down their base. Everything we've been doing has been stupidly dangerous. But admittedly, the counterpoint to everything we're doing in here is we are crippling this country. This very country that we're trying to save is going to be in shambles by the time we're done with it. In order to get rid of Ark and his boys. So really, in the end, we're not being much better than them. And that's going to be a problem. Our old mech would have fit through that hole down there, but unfortunately this one's a little too big. I do find it kind of funny that this is too dangerous. I go through and just start slamming everything like it's not even here. I'm not even using the missile pods yet. I don't need them against these plebs. Okay. Can't go in. So that's a problem. Oh. Just had to body enough of their soldiers. Okay. Oh, that'll help our finances. Homing missile, missile pod 3, hard knuckle 3. I mean, she's right. That was a real boneheaded move, but everybody else is also correct that there was no other play in that situation, short of doing the obvious smart thing of flying around the armed and armored military base. We're in a plane. We don't have to follow roads that lead straight to death. Just saying. Thinking. No? I'm crazy? Okay. Am I talking out of my ass here? Oh. He's already burning. Hmm. That's interesting. Wait. Okay, they didn't pull that trick. Okay. Was worried that they were gonna set me up to look even worse by having me kill the current leader of this nation in front of everyone. Because if we kill Ark before we clear our name, that's gonna look really bad. And make it just that much harder to clear everything up. Assuming that item's on the other side of this door. No? Can't open that door. Guess I was overthinking it. Of course, we get another Vernier Unit 2 after we bought a Vernier Unit 3. Like, I appreciate the fact that they're providing gear, but they keep providing gear that's out of date enough that you're not gonna want it. There we go. I was trying to get the stupid thing to turn around. The better dash unit definitely has had consequences in that it's harder to turn the mech around because it's better at backstrafing now. They have better pistols than I do. I want what they have. Oh boy. NORAD, huh? Uh-huh. And there's the treachery. The society. Bum bum bum. Let's not worry about that right now. Let's solve our current problem. The psycho over here is about to really lose his shit because he's been betrayed. You know, other people have tried this whole flying head gimmick before, buddy. It didn't work out for them. I don't really know why you thought it was going to work for you. It went about the same way. I just destroy one part and then chase down the head and blow it up. There we go. No more Ark. Laughing to the end. Crazy bastard. Would they? They did just kind of commit murder, to a degree. No, an outside force definitely had their hands in this, and now we gotta go figure out what the hell to deal with this society thing is. I don't know who's paying us to kill Ark, but I appreciate the payment. Ooh. Clark's up to the point where he can get a Silver Fang of his own now, too. Not that we could afford one for me to begin with, so far. So with that payout, we might be able to do it. Well, yeah. We've got a lot to get to the bottom of still. Good man. Don't fight me on this decision, considering it's gonna save your country in the long run. Besides, I'm sure once this is all over, we'll come back. All this new junk I picked up. Let's get me a bigger, better body. So we almost maxed out the Stinger. Let's see how this Silver Fang looks. 3 weapon mounts now. 1,000 base HP. I kinda hate it. Not gonna lie, I kinda hate it. But it's stronger, so I'll grin and bear it. You can also slap another weapon system on it. But to save on complications, I'm gonna try something. I want to see if I can fit a second armor plate on there. And just make this thing unkillable. This way I don't need to swap anything around. Yep, I certainly can just put on more armor. It didn't add a ton of health, but why not? Because either that or I have to fight with that switch menu anytime I want to use the other sub-weapon, and it's just not worth the effort. So we're done here, looks like, actually. So, time to go get our other set of contracts that I'm sure will suddenly appear when we leave this place. Please, after everything that happened, they'll make me a colonel, probably. It looks like everybody's on board for this stupidity. More or less. Anything new in the shop now? Sort of. Got some new weaponry. It's very weird how this shop updates. Very inconsistent in what it actually ends up having available. If we could afford it, I'd get that Missile Launcher 3, but we can't afford it. Stock up on fuel and ammo and we'll move on with our lives. By the time we get to the next shop where new things will be, we should have plenty of money. Ebola, Prime Minister disappeared. Urska having terrorist trouble. Both of them are real iffy. Well, may as well start in the order that they were brought to me, considering that was the right order last time. You know you're in a bad spot when the by the book guy is making shots at you. Oh, you just look evil. You look like you're a problem. Hmm. Why do I get this feeling we don't actually have the clearance he's claiming? And we're gonna get into all kinds of bother. That's the whole other thing, yeah, is how did this craft get shut down? I mean, some of this obviously was mangled in the crash. Oh, time for our typical strategy, go straight through them. Though isn't it just convenient that we happen to show up just in time for people that are looking for this Prime Minister to kill him? And isn't it convenient that we just happen to hear their radio? Oh hey, parachute. Really? Isn't that suspicious? Question is, were they told to claim balming on this, or is he actually... Yep, Genos. Uh-huh. Of course it's all connected. Had to be. Oh, that's politics, is hiding. Oh god, that face. That face ain't much better. Yeah, no, that very much had the tone of, you cross this border, we're gonna try to kill you. And we'll use you crossing the border as an excuse. Yeah, let's go beat some answers out of them. I'm all on board for this idea. Money. And... already full on repair kits. But I am missing the tiniest bit of health, so fuck it. May as well take the 300 health while I have available. Oh wow, this is a durable stupid thing, isn't it? There we go. There's also laying mines, because that's not annoying. Any of you boys know any useful information before I blow you up? No? Nothing? Okay. It's explodey time. What's this? Oh, hey, free armor vest 3. Yeah, I already bought one of those, too. Ooh, speed booster. Oh, it's the soldiers that are laying mines now. That's annoying. Get it out. So I gotta say, our action against the Tangray military over here might be construed as an act of war. Not gonna lie, might be a problem. Because we are in the service of the other side. So our actions could be interpreted that way and lead to problems with that whole peace summit thing. I have a sneaking suspicion that's part of their plan. I'm not gonna lie, if I was an evil society and I knew a hot-headed mercenary was coming to a territory, I would absolutely agitate them into taking military action without proper clearance from their boss. Which I could then use as an excuse to cause a lot of problems. Depending on how they want to play this, we could be handing them a lot of information on a silver platter. And all it costs them is the lives of a few other soldiers, which these guys have generally not given two shits about. Huh. There's just a silver fang for Clark just chilling over here. Okay. That's actually worth something. Because we didn't buy that yet. I would have been upset if it was a silver fang for me to pilot, because we already have it. Noctoscope. Probably required. Especially since that was the mission ending spot. Pretty good payout. Oh, convenient, there's a shop. question is, what is this Noctoscope for? It almost sounds like it would be a night vision thing, considering nocturnal, etc. There's no guaranteeing that. Before I do anything else, let's get that better missile pod, because we're going to need the firepower. And get Clark suited up with his better suit as well, so I can get rid of the other one. I think he actually has more health than I do. No, he just barely doesn't have more health than I do. Still, that's a good amount for him to have, finally. So he's not going to be in danger very often anymore. Oh yeah, we also got the extra shotgun too, which doesn't help anything, so let's get rid of that. Get rid of the speed booster because we're not going to use it. Now we're sorted out for money pretty decently as well. So there's upgrades for a Vulcan 3, but we haven't seen a Vulcan 3, have we? Because they're not selling it. They're selling its upgrades, but they're not selling it. Weird. We don't have a better dash unit built yet. Oh, no wonder they're giving me armor vest 3s, because we can buy 4s now, so I would have been just as upset. Got it. That makes sense. Oh, we can get armor plate 2s now. Let's get this little side path over here before we go anywhere else. It's just out of the way enough that I'm suspicious that something meaningful might be here. And if there is nothing meaningful, at least we'll clear it up. So we don't have to worry about it. Nope, it's just useless. Okay. I didn't figure. At most, there would have been a secret item or something over here. If I remember, I'll come back for it toward the end of our venture through here. But honestly, at this point, it doesn't particularly matter. Well, if I wanted to, I could equip 2 missile pod 2s at once now. Which I'm assuming wouldn't actually do much for me. If it would let me fire both at the same time, I'd absolutely put both on. Because, you know, more boom. You can never really have too much explosives. God damn it. Gap too small. Robot too fat. Speaking of robot too fat, god damn it. That's the gap we got stuck trying to cross. You know, this game started off really difficult, and it's just kind of gotten a lot easier. I think that's mostly just because we're using the best equipment for the situation at this point. Instead of fucking around trying to learn what weapons and such are good. It's just become apply shotgun directly to the forehead. Which is a little unfortunate, but the other primaries all just kind of felt kind of there. The closest thing to a good weapon we encountered otherwise was the napalm launcher, and we can't buy those. So trying to rely on having one's a crapshoot. And we're actually missing health right now, so I'll use the repair kit. It won't give me a full heal, but that's fine. It's still less fuel we have to use. God damn it. For those wondering, no, it's not a button you push to get into the mech. You just run into the mech and it picks you up, which is why it becomes a problem. Yeah, I was theorizing there was an item down here, but it's looking like that's not a accurate thought. Mostly, yeah. We cleared out Bergen the second time. We're currently chasing down people who are trying to murder a prime minister. I was just talking about the fact that this game feels like it's gotten a lot easier at this point. Because we're reasonably well equipped. What with having the third tier of mech and a tier 2 shotgun and double armor plating on top of a missile pod. Yeah, I'm getting that feeling because there were parts of the desert that felt nasty, and then the rest of the desert was a cakewalk. But it definitely seems like the majority of it's just having the right tools for the job. And unfortunately, game design-wise, it seems like the shotgun's almost always the correct tool for the job. And for everything else, there's missiles. I wouldn't be surprised if you ended up going to the shotgun. I tried out all of the weapons I've encountered so far, but the shotgun's the only one that felt decent. And as far as the sub-weapons go, they're just kind of a pain, so I didn't really try that many of them out. There's no reason to. I feel no compulsion to use anything other than shotgun. Which is kind of unfortunate design. Well, the problem with them is, I could equip multiple, but they're a pain to switch between. So I've just been using a single one and just filling all the remaining spaces with armor plates. If it weren't for the money investment of the ammo for them initially, I would have tested them out more. But at this point, we're far enough along that I'm not sure testing random weapons out would be wise. But by the same token, it may make these fights less of an immediate end if I had a less efficient sub-weapon. I just pounded a bunch of missiles and shells into him, and that was the end of that boss fight, like, instantly. Okay, there's the Vulcan 3. It probably was in the shop. I just didn't have enough levels for it then. Because I saw the Vulcan 3 upgrades, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense. That is the one thing I'll still say is a bit of an issue with this game, is aside from the big missions that give a big payout, it feels like you don't have enough money a lot of the time to get everything you would want. And that's with doing every map. So it feels like they do expect you to grind a bit. Or just accept the fact you don't have some stuff. That's kind of the logic I was on right there, yeah. There's nothing saying that these all have to be mercenaries just because they're working with a mercenary. Let's head back to the shop, though, and see if that Vulcan 3's in there. Or mostly as a curiosity. Yep, there's the Vulcan 3. That said, more than likely the next shop will see the shotgun upgrades. Since there's usually Vulcan 3, then shotgun, then laser. Which I still say the laser's terrible. All of the other primaries are fine, but the laser's just out and out terrible. And if I wasn't bringing them along just to have a body, I probably wouldn't even bother with these support units either, because all Clark has been doing is absorbing hits for me. He really has not been a productive member of society. Huh, since I maxed out Armor Plate 1, it actually gives the same amount of health as an unupgraded Armor Plate 2. That's fine, though. Just means it can only go up from there. Which, I will say, I do appreciate the leveling system that equipment has in this game. It makes it so that if you do end up in a situation where you can't afford to upgrade, you still get stronger anyway. So it's a good balancing system for their situation. Especially considering this was a SNES game and they were a bit limited in what else they could do. So far I've been playing this game very opposite how I handle most things. Because usually I'm using all the weird shit and ignoring having health. Interesting that he conveniently got word out now, and he's in the village we happen to be going towards. Like, too much of this screams coincidence. And coincidences are rarely actually coincidences. I can just take this helicopter down, I'll be happy. Ah! No more helicopter. Mostly was focusing that down because I'm betting we'll get a decent payout for killing that since it was pretty tough. Otherwise I wouldn't have wasted the ammo on it. But just look at this. The fact that everything I point this shotgun at that isn't a special enemy just dies. Which makes me not really bother with the sub-weapons, because aside from those big targets, I don't need them. For God's sake, would everything stop making pop-ups on my screen today? First it was YouTube, now Epic is popping up a bunch of crap that I don't care about. I really should have just closed all of that like I usually do. I forgot today. Maybe because we were late. Yeah, there we go. An extra 5k for taking out a weapon. Okay, that connects back to there. Realized my headset was turned down a bit. Which everything sounded fine already to begin with, so it wasn't an issue, it was just... everything was just that little bit weirdly quiet. Well, you saw smoke at a village. What did you think happened? They burnt the damn place to the ground looking for the Prime Minister. And a village certainly wasn't going to be able to protect him from an armed force like a set of mercenaries or an actual military. Rook and now Bishop, huh? Just look up. Slaughtering innocent people, that's what he's doing. So, you know, for them all being part of Crimson Blow, they're all orange. Yeah, good luck with that. Oh, look at you actually having a shield. Yeah, of course there's bombs. Well, so much for this village. Not that everybody wasn't already dead. That seems highly unlikely, considering all we've seen are corpses. Oh, convenient that the chief is the one who isn't dead. I mean, you're wrong about that. I've definitely murdered a few people, but I'm not the bad kind of murderer. Thump. I respect the gusto, but at the same time, we need you able to fucking move, my dude. Yeah, we wouldn't want to draw them to the Prime Minister. I don't know. One ace pilot still ain't gonna be able to take on an army. With any guarantee. Another upward Vulcan. I was kind of hoping, since it was out of the way over here, that it might have been a napalm gun. Because we haven't found the second napalm gun yet. Assuming there is another one. There are a couple things tucked around in here, though, we may want to go clean up. Looks like we might have missed one already if you don't backtrack for it. And I'm not that worried about it, so I'm not going to go all the way back for it. I'm just acknowledging its existence. And I do admit I'm partially hurrying because of the fact that I know I'm going to do a shorter stream today, as I said at the beginning. Well, that wasn't worth it. So I was hoping to still be able to finish the game today. But considering the plot keeps thickening and thickening like soup, I'm getting the impression that we are not as close to the end as I thought at first. I'd say it's pretty safe to say we're reasonably far along, yeah. I'm just not sure if we're 3/4 or further, is where my thought process is. So I feel like we're past the halfway point. It really seems like this guy's gathered his own little crowd of real fucking winners. And he's gone. Yep, and now he's got a small army of weird little bastards running around. Damn it, old man! This thing I'm piloting can't always fit in all the damn little nooks and crannies you're running off into. I wouldn't be surprised if the gear stops at 3s, but it might also go to 4s. His 4 would also be a round number to end a setting of equipment at. So it could genuinely go either way. Looks to be loot up here. I'll just get out, it's fine. Okay, maybe it's less fine, because these guys are really out for blood. Well, 5,000 auto-aim is nothing to sneeze at. The fact that they keep fucking running me over is getting annoying, though. There we go. Either we need to go to the bottom or we need to come back out the top. I can't tell which because I lost track of the old man. I assume the bottom. Yep, there he is. We've got a spy in our midst. Could even be his boy. Could be one of mine, could be his. Who can say? I mean, you're still our spy. We're gonna arrive either to people being dead or other problems. Oh, that was short. Oh. Well, it's a good thing we happened to grab that noctoscope. Why is this place full of traps and nasty things? Clark. Clark. Clark, please. Well, that was an expensive bit of stupidity on his part. I was trying to figure out if I could disable that flamethrower, and instead Clark's just bouncing off it like a goddamn moth to a lamp. I'm starting to question why I even bring Clark at all. Okay, we can't go this way either. Like, they're clearly meant to define your route through this place. Okay. Cleansers are waterproof. That's good to know. They move weird underwater, but at least they can go underwater. That is honestly surprising. Of course you're here. No matter how many times you say you're gonna win this fight, Genos, you don't win. Uh-huh. You did a pretty good job for being by yourself, though, kid. Mm-hmm. Whole thing's wiped out. Place your bets. Place your bets. Is it the very same guy that hired us? Because we keep making reports to him, and every time we report to him, something goes wrong. What do you know? Uh-huh, I figured he wants to come along now. Really am just collecting a goddamn cloud of misfits to follow me around. I mean, we're down on 2 mechs. I may as well send Axel in there. Well, and see if he bounces off a damn flamethrower like Clark did. Huh. 120%. I guess maybe once they're upgraded, they can level further? Interesting. Because we did slap it full of the purchasable upgrades. This is not gonna end well. Just listen to that music, too. Ah, yes, let's go check on the motorcade on foot. Uh-huh, Keel's out here trying to murder him. Dun dun dun. Oh. And here for a split second I was like, oh, Bauming's actually a good guy. Nope, he's just as bad. Shocking. Gotta get my body. Hang on. I need a bigger body. Okay, now we can fight. So that beam weapon he's got is spooky. I don't like it. Neat kick trick he's got, though. Teach me your ways. Ow. Preferably without kicking me in the face. Ow. Could you not? We've admittedly obliterated the Prime Minister's motorcade. That might be a slight problem. Well, yeah, you're above your pay grade a bit here, Axel. There we go. See, here's the thing. Based on the scale they're talking here, a general's meaningless. Titles like that have no connection to the society. I mean, really, Bergen wasn't the first, clearly. Yeah. There's a problem with that logic. The general of the other country is now dead. There really isn't another nation anymore. When the one you're trying to negotiate with just exploded, you don't really have any negotiations to make anymore. Well, we're done here. I could hit these side areas, but given the way that played out, these are clearly pointless. But just for completeness' sake, let's clear them out. Considering none of them are plot relevant, they shouldn't take long to clear. And we could honestly do with all the money we can get. I assume we're not gonna see Bishop again until the end of this whole situation. There's gonna be a pitched battle probably between us and all of the Crimson Blow before this is over. Whether I fight them all at once or not is a whole other question, though. I would assume it will end up being some kind of boss rush. But I'm probably going to wrap up at the 3-hour mark, which is in like 15 minutes. Which is the other reason why I'm just cleaning up here. We'll clean up, start the next section probably. And then I would have to assume we'll be able to finish the game next time. I can't imagine that there's more than 3 sets of contracts. And I would be willing to bet the 3rd set of contracts is probably going to be chasing down the actual society. Because they're playing their hand out heavy enough by this point that they can't hide forever. Nor does it really seem like they're actually intending to hide that much longer. Oh, there's the napalm gun, too. I'm happy I poked my nose in here, because I was hoping to keep those around. Even though I admittedly probably won't use it. At least not for long, because the shotgun is just so useful. Though it is starting to get diminishing returns. We need the shotgun 3. I might try out the Vulcan 3 for a little bit as well. Game, please. Oh wait, we can't actually get to the shop from here, even though that line basically touches it. Being able to freely move around would be really nice. But, I get it. Limitations. Now the question becomes, do I bother to buy another Silver Fang? And I think the answer to that is not really. I think we're past the point where I actually care that much about our companions. I'll go ahead and fully upgrade the Vulcan 3. Because we will make some use of it. Or at the very minimum, we'll compare it to the just about maxed out Shotgun 2 and see how it matches up. So it loses a lot of attack power. It's got a good shot time, good magazine. Yeah, for being at 0%, that's not bad. We'll give it a go. Wait. That's 70. So 2 shots of that would match 1 shot of the shotgun as long as the whole spread hits. So none of these are, like, mathematically terrible. They're just not impressive. Yeah, I have the upward Vulcan I can get rid of. And that means I can get the other armor plate. Because by now we'll have gained enough experience with the armor plate 2 that it should be better than the plate 1. Yeah. Not by a lot, but it'll keep growing since it's only at 8%. And with the way that last boss was attacking, I'm pretty sure we want all the health we can get, because I'm betting there's going to be attacks that there's not going to be much counterplay against at the end here. Like, about the only counterplay would probably be using the shield unit, and that's relying on getting the timing right. Well, the crazy thing is, governments aren't that hard to control. You just gotta get the right people in the right place, and you can basically do whatever you want. Still weird that they haven't upgraded the actual mech suits in the New York shop. They've only been upgrading the weapons in there. They haven't even given the actual upgrades for the weapons there. Red Shark. Well, let's get us a foothold before we get out of here. Oh. And of course, these clowns are here. Easy there. That's how the business works. No, that's fine. The fact that these guys are working this contract, though. I'm guessing somewhere off screen he was shooting civilians. Well, I was gonna go find them, but it looks like they came to me. Now, here's the kicker, though. Who's to say these terrorists are actually terrorists at all? We've already had that play out once in this game. For once, Bishop, I agree with you. No collateral damage is no fun. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if each of these oil tanks get taken out of our pay. Ah, they're submersible. That explains why they look the way they do. Then again, all fucking Wenzers are submersible. You just shot that guy right after I was done talking to him, didn't you? Or were you trying to shoot me? Either way, you're a bastard. Which I'm not gonna lie, I've shot him a couple times too, so... The feeling is mutual, as usual. Well, well. It's the end of him. Oh, how easy it would be to wreck Bishop's machine in the water and claim he drowned. But I suppose Genos would know better. That looks like a bomb. Hmm. they've made some goddamn faces for this game. And he's gone. What the hell? So I'm fighting the oil rig itself now. That isn't gonna end well. There we go. So I get the impression we might have been underleveled. Because that's a lot of experience just at the start of this place. But that is the 3-hour mark, so now that we've got our foothold, it's time to end the day. We'll be doing what? It's been a while since we've raided Xeno. Oh, and I was going to collaborate with her until the plan changed anyway, so it all works out. We'll pop on over there. Thank you for sticking around for this adventure as usual. Have a good one. We'll be back to business as usual tomorrow, because the collab will happen tomorrow, unless things change again. Sunday may or may not be under the Fall Guys lobby. I may take an easy day instead of being super social. We'll see how the weekend goes for me. And Monday and Tuesday, I still need to figure out what Metroidvania I'm going to play. I have not committed on that score just yet. But yeah, with that, I'm going to send you all off, and we'll see how things go next time.